What's up, Dwight? Dwight's checking in. Dwight's checking in. Welcome to the relationship hour on this beautiful Wednesday. Kenya Brown is here with us today. The afternoon, where she's here every week, every day.
Hey.
Of course, it's Workout Wednesday. The gentleman you see over there with the shades is Philly Wheaton, ladies and gentlemen. How you feel, bro?
I'm blessed, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So let us know what part of the country you checking in. Feel free to share this video. Shout out where you're from so we can shout out back at you. Dwight is checking in. What's up, homie? How are you? Our number where you can call in on today's conversation is 888-409-0931. Kenya is going to get us started with today's relationship hour. And yeah, it's going to stir up a lot of folk here. Kenya,
Alrighty.
what's she talking about?
Dear Sam, I've been with my husband for 15 years and we seem to be growing apart. He feels we aren't growing apart. He feels we aren't growing apart, but that I'm going through a midlife crisis. We argue and fight all the time with no resolution to anything. I suggested that he move out to give our relationship some space and see if we can work things out separately. Then maybe we can get back to where we were when we got married. He told me if he moves out, he's filing for a divorce. There are no timeouts in marriage. Am I wrong for thinking that we should take a time out?
Philly, you kind of mentioned this a few minutes ago. Your thoughts on that, Phil?
My thoughts on leaving the house to work on your marriage. I believe that that's set up for disaster. I mean, you can't, if you feel like you're growing apart and you're inside the house, if you remove that person out of the house, how will you not grow apart? Because, I mean, growing apart is a mental decision. You know, I mean, if you grow apart inside the house, man, you're setting yourself up for a lot of things leaving the house because you have no accountability. If anything, space should not be given.
You don't think?
No.
Some people say, what's the thing that the absence make the heart grow fonder or something like that?
How many times have you heard of people who left the house and come back with babies?
Ooh. That's bad.
It happens. It happens. And it's not even because you do it on purpose. It just happens because, you find yourself in situations that you shouldn't be in due to loneliness, due to that void that's created because I left the house. You know, I'm working on my marriage. But meanwhile, your wife is probably going to work. She's still going to work. She's still got that guy in her ear. She's still got that guy who's noticing how sad she is because she don't get to sleep next to her husband every night. She don't get to make him food. She don't get to see him come home from work. You know, all these things that create the bond that you have. Yeah. You know, if you leave, you don't have that person no more. Yeah. So now you rely on your coworker to bring you lunch, to ask you how you feeling, you know, to ask you why you look so down today, you know, and then you can only go so long by saying it's none of your business.
But go ahead, Ken. What's up? Talk.
But what if they have become just apathetic towards each other? And I mean, this dating, from everyone that I know that's dating right now, it doesn't sound wonderful. So maybe they need to get out here and see that there's a lot of frogs.
We talking about marriage.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, if there's frogs,
if they want to do something,
then they're
separately,
like, oh well, you know, my husband wasn't that bad. Let me just go on back here. And
if they want to do something separately, they can go to counseling separately.
Oh.
Yeah. But you need to go to counseling together too.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying if you want to have that separation, then okay, you go to counseling, and then this counselor can talk to you about your issues, not the marriage, but your issues. You know what I'm saying? And then when you all come together for counseling, you're talking about the marriage.
What happened? They was getting ready to go to blows. I mean, the verbal was really bad.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different things that can happen in a marriage, and I think that the apathy is one of the biggest things. But I wouldn't exactly suggest that people would leave the home either.
Yeah, someone said that I left the house and now I'm divorced. Trust me, I know.
888-409-0931, 888-409-0931. Tell them to feel free to call in. So what happened? I want to know what happened. You left the house, and so what happened? Like what, in your situation, if you don't mind sharing, what happened when you left the house? Some people have left the house and they was like, I can't live without him. I can't live without him.
Right.
And they figured it out.
Quickly.
Well,
you better figure it out real quick.
But not if you now listen now. If I go pay rent somewhere, I'm living out my lease.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm living out my lease.
If you want to party, why don't you sleep alone? I'm downstairs, you're upstairs. I'm in the basement. I'm in the man's cave, whatever you want to call it. And we come together, we eat. When we try to go to bed, cool.
Yeah.
You said I'm not going nowhere.
I'm not going nowhere.
I paid my rent.
Yes.
I'm staying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cable is paid until 2020.
Right.
Don't turn on no TVs.
You said until the cable runs out.
Hey.
Wow.
Because I don't care.
I'm invested.
Listen, I don't care how much making up we do. If I move out
Yes.
and get a lease somewhere,
It's over.
I'm living out my lease.
Oh.
And you're not going to come over when you want to.
Where you want me to stay, baby, when I leave? Where you want me to stay?
Yeah.
Because I feel you, because now you'll be able to have the habits of fending for yourself.
Yeah.
To worry about yourself and not worry about, if she's eating or if, we have our communication, talk about your day, things like that. All that stuff matters.
So let me tell you now, because y'all know I'm really transparent.
Okay.
And I say a little bit too much sometimes. But sometimes, ladies, and y'all probably do the same thing too. I want to see Kenya's face. Sometimes men, when we in the basement and we watching a good old game of TV or something, depending on what happened that day or that week,
Yes.
every now and then
Okay.
we dream about, what if I was in this castle by my damn self?
Oh, you think we don't dream that too?
See? Yeah. Man, what if?
See, but the thing is, you think it, but you really don't want that situation.
Right.
Because when you have that situation, you sitting there like, oh, why is she not here? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been plenty of times, man, where I just be lonely just because I miss that person. You know
And then it hits you later on after you had a little moment. You get up after you come out the basement. You go upstairs.
Oh.
Yeah, no one's here. Oh, wow. Yeah.
But that could be the bonding thing. To say, you know what, I was without her for a day or two, and I can't stop thinking about her, or I can't stop thinking about him, and all those little intangible things.
Yeah, but what's happening too is this sounds like, if we read the letter, let's go to the letter again, and it sounds like this has been piling up.
Right.
This has been piling up.
So is the issue, is it infidelity? Or just petty arguments?
Yes, it sounds like they're just having arguments. They're not getting along.
Well,
that's
the biggest problem is she says that she feels that they're growing apart, but he doesn't feel that they are growing apart. So there is a communication issue.
She wants the separation.
Stop the press.
She wants the separation.
Stop the press. She wants to see somebody else. I read between the lines because if a man say that, we good. Well, something is up. Yeah. So don't no woman that the husband say, I don't feel like that there's a problem. Space, yeah. Exactly. What's going on here?
The man said we don't need a space.
Right.
The man says we're fine. But the woman says, no, we having issues, we having problems. I think we need our own space to work it out.
Yeah.
So don't you think that he should listen and say, okay, my wife needs something.
My wife needs space.
No, but it's not just space.
That's what she wants.
She should move out.
That's a cry for help.
Look. What I think
That's
is
a cry for attention. It's a cry for attention because she's
leaving
saying,
the house. That's the furthest thing from somebody's mind who should be wanting attention.
Oh boy.
But think about it this way. This is an extreme. For her to say, I feel we're growing apart, but he does not feel that way. So she feels like she's not being heard.
Let's break this down.
Okay.
All right. Dear Sam, I've been with my husband for 15 years.
15 years.
All right. That's a long time.
Long time.
And we seem to be growing apart. He feels that we aren't growing apart, but I am. It's me going through my midlife crisis. Okay? We argue and we fight all the time.
With no resolution.
To anything, to nothing.
But
right.
He says.
Yeah.
But see, the problem is that he's not listening. If she is trying to talk to him and he is not listening, She's like,
you
look,
so
I
you know
quit.
what?
She's so pro woman.
Right. So yeah.
No, she's like,
I'm
I
fair.
quit.
No, that's not fair. Because how do we know that the way she wants it is the right way? It sounds like it's either her way or no way. I'm just, for me reading, interpreting her letter,
Right.
it sounds as if she's saying, like, look,
I'm tired.
right, we
tired of this.
we never come to an understanding.
Yes.
It never ends the way I want it to end.
Well, to be
Not just
honest,
her.
Okay.
in an argument or in disagreement, 8 times out of 10, you really don't have a resolution. It's just that I want to be heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't say, "Oh, well, shoot, that was easy." You don't never say that, because unless it's obvious A and B. Other than that, it's just me telling you how I feel. So if we have an argument and I'm like, "Baby, you left the toilet seat up," or and then you, "Well, I'm sorry, I put it down," then it's over, right? But when we have a disagreement and it's no resolution, 9 times out of 10, it is no resolution. It's just that I just want to be heard. I want you to hear me. I want to take this second out for you to be like, okay, baby.
Yeah. So you can't assume that. You feel me? You can't assume that. You got to have a conversation. If you don't have a conversation, my friend,
Communication.
if you don't have a conversation, and then you cannot always in a relationship expect somebody to agree that you're right. And that's what I'm thinking. Every argument you ever had with your significant other, did you say, "You know what, you're right, I'm just going to go the way," or did you still disagree, but you just didn't argue no more?
Right. Sometimes you got to say sorry when you're wrong, even when you're
Well, no,
not.
when you are,
Even when you're not wrong. Just to make peace.
Just to make peace.
Just to make
even
peace.
though you don't mean it. It's another form of lying.
That's up to them to
It's
work.
another form of lying. 888-409-0931. 888-409-0931. Am I lying? If I say I'm sorry and I'm not, I'm lying to you.
You just want to make peace.
Yeah.
That don't mean you lying. That means you want to make peace.
I'm lying.
Baby, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't mean it, but I'm sorry.
That's it like that. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Why is it horrible? So guys, someone call in and tell me. I'm messing you up. I said transparency, right?
Okay, but I'm saying if
this is
both
when it's
y'all at
okay.
each other's necks right now.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. You're like, "Baby, you know what? I'm sorry."
Yeah.
What's the next argument?
Yeah.
There is no argument after that.
Because some women know that you was lying when you said you were sorry. You lying.
If
You are lying.
If you say I'm sorry, you're saying it. I mean, like I said, you don't have to be wrong to say I'm sorry. You just want peace. Like right now, we've been in this situation for 2 days now, walking around not talking to each other.
Yeah.
We just roommates. Baby, look, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But she could have been the one that's wrong. But so what? You just want to make peace.
No, I have no problem with that. You're correct, but we still lying. I'm just bringing up that lying part.
It's not lying.
It is lying.
It's not.
Sam Sylk Show. Hello. Hey. Hello. Oh, I guess stay on there. 888-409-0931. And again, I'm being funny. I like to keep the conversation going. It is a form of lying, but sometimes you lie in order to get peace.
Well,
It's not lying.
okay.
So if you don't mean it,
You do mean it.
you mean it for her
You
to
don't
be
mean
quiet. But are you sorry for not under? Are you so? What are you sorry for?
You sorry for the situation because you could have been handled it. You could have been addressed it.
I don't agree with you, Kenya, but I'm sorry that we had this argument.
Yes, that's okay.
That's it.
I don't agree with you, Kenya.
That's okay.
That stuff you did was wrong.
That's okay.
But I'm sorry.
That's it.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Let me tell you something. When I was married,
Husband
bull
101. Husband 101.
yes.
Bull
Let me say.
No, you're right. You
when I
do
was
it.
married-
No, I do the same thing. I just do that just so they can shut up.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Did it
Oh.
work? Did it work?
My bad. You know what? And then I go in the basement like crazy ass.
But see,
That's fine.
And
Yeah.
then we heard you, and then the argument on.
No, you
again.
didn't hear it.
On again.
You didn't hear it because I said it like this. Crazy ass. Sit down, girl. This
Look,
crazy.
look.
All right, girl. What's up, baby? What's up? Crazy ass. Go upstairs. I'll slap you on your ass.
Let me say, look. When I was married, man, my wife used to always say that I was never apologetic. I was never the one to say, "Baby, I'm sorry" or anything. And I had to really listen to that because I never said it. I never said it.
See, you was a hard ass. But you learned.
I learned.
Even though you don't mean it, you still say it. That's what we learned today inside a relationship.
No, because saying I'm sorry says a lot. It says a lot.
It's good to say it, but if you really feel within yourself, let's say the light, that light is red, and your wife says it's green. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a black and white argument.
True.
Do you still say you right, baby? I'm sorry, that light is green.
If it turns into an argument, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you lying because the light is red.
Maybe she sees red. It's her point of view.
That's good dialogue here.
But see, you can't have two argumentative people. If you have one person who is saying, I need to be heard, I need to be heard, I need to be heard, and you're like, too bad, you just crazy, and you're not genuinely hearing that person. You're dealing with the kids, you're dealing with your husband.
You got to take out time to listen.
Yeah, you're dealing with everything, and sometimes you come to the conclusion, hey, maybe this person cannot love me or listen to me in the way that I need to be heard. So I need to disconnect for a second and figure this out for myself.
Yeah.
Because this person is not going to assist me in life right now. They are too checked out, they're too whatever it is. I need to take a moment, a mental health break for myself to see if I can even continue, if I have enough energy stored up in the bank to keep giving to a situation that's not giving back to me. So that's what
she got her sister
a woman.
Girl, look at her hands. Look at her hands. It's 15 years.
So if you've given it 15 years,
they've been married 15 years.
Yeah,
not that they've been arguing 15 years.
But if you've given a relationship 15 years, at some point you're like, I cannot possibly get what I need from you because you are not hearing me. You are not acknowledging me.
You better say you're sorry before you say anything else, Philly.
Kenya, I'm sorry.
All right, now go ahead.
No.
Now go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't agree.
Okay, what?
Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
What? No.
I mean, if you've given this person 15 years and this person says there's no issue between the two, I mean, usually when somebody has an issue, they feel it, they know it, they see it. Mm-hmm. But you can't have good days and bad days. We all have them. We all have them. So you can't sit here and concentrate on the bad days. Because you concentrate on the bad days, they're going to weigh you down, and eventually, I can't stand you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So they just need to do counseling, marital counseling, separately.
So we all agree. So you agree she should. Well, you think she should leave? One of them should leave, right?
I don't say that one of them should leave. I think that they should go through counseling. But I'm saying that it's a difficult situation when a woman feels that they're in a dead-end situation.
And men too. So men, you leave too.
See,
and don't feel bad. No, I'm just being real because we always get played. It's not. I am being petty, but the way a woman feel always trumps the man. If she feels some type of way, damn it,
This is it.
That's it. Yeah. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she might be right in her right. What happens if I feel the same way too?
Well, bye.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not leaving the house. I'm sorry.